In this video, we will review some of the primary changes that were introduced with the Ascent version 2.x cardiopulmonary diagnostic software, specifically when upgrading from Ascent 1.4 to Ascent version 2.3. The biggest change to Ascent 2.x is the addition of support for CPET and indirect calorimetry testing with the Ultima series hardware. CPET testing with or without 12-lead ECG, along with treadmill or cycle ergometer support, is available in this latest version of software. From the large configurable gauges that let you observe and assess normal and abnormal responses from afar, to breath-by-breath data and engaging graphics, Ascent is the most advanced CPET software that gives you flexibility and accuracy. Unleash the power of this next-generation software to get the most out of your CPET testing. Ascent version 1.4 has the Global Lung Initiative reference values for spirometry, DLCO, and race-neutral equations. We have now added the 2021 GLI lung volume predicted equations to Ascent. This author can be selected from the Ascent predicted set management screen. With Ascent 2.3, the software also gives you the ability to override the GLI maximum age range. For example, the GLI lookup table for DLCO goes up to the age of 90. If you are testing a subject greater than 90 years of age, DLCO predicted values cannot be calculated. By going to the admin menu, then clicking on Organization, then Sites, there is an option to override GLI maximum age. When this item is selected and saved, and the subject being tested exceeds the GLI maximum age for a variable's predicted equation, the software will calculate the predicted values based on the highest age within the GLI lookup table. A 95-year-old would have predicted values for DLCO based on using an age of 90. This applies to all GLI predicted equations. Note, you must have administrative privileges to change this feature. Ascent 2.x has also added an entry for the subject's gender. Along with the subject's birth sex, you can enter the gender that the subject identifies as. However, the predicted values will be calculated based on the subject's birth sex. When printing reports, you can have one of these entries, both entries, or none displayed in the report. There were two major changes to the DLCO test. The first change was to the length of time required between DLCO gas calibrations. Because of algorithm enhancements, the software now allows 20 minutes between DLCO calibrations. This should be enough time to perform 3 to 4 patient efforts before requiring recalibration. In other words, only one gas calibration for each patient. The software was also changed to monitor the patient's exhaled carbon monoxide and methane gases immediately before performing a DLCO maneuver. If a previous maneuver was performed, end expiratory gas levels will indicate whether or not washout is complete, which may occur in less than 4 minutes in some patients. When this happens, waiting 4 minutes between efforts is not required. By default, the FVC graph that is displayed in the final report comes from the acceptable effort with the largest sum of FVC plus FEV1. Previously, you were able to select which inspiratory loop to report, since many subjects are not able to perform the best inspiratory and expiratory loops in the same effort. Ascent now allows you to independently select the expiratory loop for your report in the case that the effort selected does not have the best graphical display. In the 2021 ATS-ERS Interpretive Strategies for Pulmonary Function Testing, the preferred method to assess the change in FVC and FEV1 after administration of a bronchodilator is to use the predicted value rather than the pre-bronchodilator actual value. Because many clinicians preferred to keep the method from the 2005 guidelines, Ascent gives you the choice to use either method. In the admin menu, under Organization and Sites, Ascent has added the option for the administrator to select which method to use for the entire site. From the drop-down menu, you can select either the 2021 method, listed as ATS, or the 2005 method listed as standard. With the latest ATS and ERS lung volume standards, new guidelines were added for acceptability, repeatability, and grading of FRC plethysmograph efforts. The ATS pleth column will display whether or not the effort was acceptable. A green checkmark indicates that the effort met standards. If the effort was not acceptable, hovering your cursor over the colored ball will let you know what was incorrect with that effort. The pleth grade column will display the grade for the selected FRC efforts based on the acceptability and repeatability criteria. Clicking on the ATS scorecard icon in the upper right will display the acceptability and repeatability of each effort, as well as the grading method for all selected efforts. The software also has a function that forces all operators at the same site to use the ATS ERS 2023 acceptability and grading standards when performing pleth testing. From the main menu, select Admin, and within the Organization tab, select Sites. Then click on ATS 2023 pleth settings. This setting is on by default, and you need administrative privileges to change this setting. With this setting activated and per the ATS guidelines, operators will not be able to select lung volumes from any effort that has airways resistance performed with it. And while we are in the admin section of the software, 3 additional features have been added to Ascent. While still in the site settings, there is a new feature that allows you to create test questions. These test questions can be configured for a variety of options, such as the ACT asthma control test or the COPD assessment test, also called CAT. We also added the Set Required Fields option, which allows the administrator to determine which fields are required to be filled out with every patient. Under Organization is the date, time, and number format selection. Since countries may use a different formats than the default, click on the drop-down menu and select which country most represents the format you desire. Remember to save your change and then restart the application for the new format to take effect. In the Physician Review screen, there is now a radio button that allows you to view either the Ascent test summary screen or a PDF of the final report. If the setting is changed, it will persist for the next patient. Also in the Physician Review screen, you can open the technician's comments, the ATS scorecard, and other applicable secondary windows while being able to write in the interpretation box when in the review screen. Many additional enhancements and changes have been added to the software. To obtain a copy of the complete Ascent software release notice, go to mgcdiagnostics.com/support/software-updates. Click on the latest Ascent software release notice to download. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on Ascent software, or if you have questions, please contact our technical support department at 1-800-333-4137 or email MGC Diagnostics at support@mgcdiagnostics.com.